Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Eala makes historic Wimbledon debut versus defending champion. Manila, Philippines, a main draw debut at the famed center court against the defending champion in one of the most prestigious events in tennis. It does not get any bigger than this for Eala. Fresh off a historic runner-up finish in the Eastbourne Open on Saturday, June 28, Eala will have a quick turnaround as she is set to become the first Filipino in the Open era to play in the singles main draw of the Wimbledon Championships. The 20-year-old Eala will take the court on Tuesday, July 1, against 29-year-old veteran Barbara Krejcikova of the Czech Republic in one of the most intriguing opening round matchups of the third Grand Slam event of the year. Match time is at 8:30 p.m. Manila time. The rising Filipina star will also play doubles on Wednesday, July 2, with partner Eala of Germany as they take on Olga Danilovic of Serbia and Anastasia Potapova of Russia. Now ranked a career-high 56th in the world, Eala will enter the singles first-round tussle as an underdog against one of the most decorated players in the Women's Pro Tour. Not only is the current world number 16 Krejcikova the reigning Wimbledon women's singles champion, she is also a former French Open champion, lifting the trophy at Roland Garros in 2021. She bagged the prestigious year-end WTA Finals in 2021 en route to becoming the world number 2 in singles in 2022. It is not just in singles that Krejcikova has excelled. She is the former number 1 doubles player in the world, clinching the championship trophy twice each in the Australian Open, the French Open, and Wimbledon, and emerging champion of the US Open once. She is also a 3-time Australian Open mixed doubles champion. At her best, Krejcikova is capable of beating anyone in the world and is one of the best all-around players in the women's tour. It is not often that Krejcikova goes out of control, combining an aggressive brand of play characterized by powerful ground strokes that drive deep with a composed demeanor that allows her to remain patient while picking her spots to go for winners. She also employs a lot of variety in her attacks with her ability to mix things up with carefully placed drop shots and down-the-line bombs that lead to chances for her to rush the net. Krejcikova, however, has not been humming after winning Wimbledon last year. Her best results since then have been quarter-final finishes in the Paris Olympics in July last year and the Eastbourne Open this past week. The Czech has been hobbled by a back injury that sidelined her for close to half a year from early November until early May. Given Eala's impressive run on grass, it is not a stretch to imagine her pulling off an upset even against an in-form Krejcikova. Eala generally hits the ball on the rise with her flat ground strokes, and Krejcikova's heavy topspins are just the type of shots the Filipina is most effective returning. The Czech's health issues could change the complexion of their matchup. Krejcikova is most dangerous when she is able to stay in long rallies and move around unimpeded, her ability to cover all corners of the court being one of her strongest suits. All these are now in question because of her injury woes. In the Eastbourne Open last week, she withdrew from her quarter-final match against Varvara Gracheva after experiencing discomfort in her right thigh. But before she voluntarily took herself out of the competition, she scored a pair of 3-set wins in succession over British players Harriet Dart and Jodie Burrage. On one hand, it showcased Krejcikova's veteran savvy and poise, defeating 2 locals who are both adept on grass courts. On the other, it also revealed Krejcikova's vulnerability as she struggled against 2 players who are ranked outside of the top 150 in the world. Dart, in fact, has not gone beyond the opening round of a tournament since the Australian Open in January. It would be interesting to see how well Eala has recovered, physically and mentally, from the Eastbourne Open where she played 7 matches, including 2 in the qualifying rounds. She did prove her stamina is no longer a cause for concern, being involved in 3 matches that extended to the 3rd set. Krejcikova is still capable of producing high-quality tennis. Eala will have to test how Krejcikova's body responds to the urgency of retrieving shots from corner to corner and force the Czech all match long into winding rallies. With her experience and championship pedigree, Krejcikova has been tabbed by oddsmakers as the favorite in this first-round encounter. This is the level of respect that Krejcikova has earned and very much deserves. And it is not just by virtue of her reputation. If she is able to summon bits of her old form, she will be a legitimate threat to the rest of the field. But Eala is not in Wimbledon just to make up the numbers. She intends to make an impact in the tournament. The Filipina youngster has displayed the mentality of a challenger who is unafraid to take down big names. A win over Krejcikova would be the perfect start for Eala to make more history in what arguably is the most hallowed ground in the world of tennis.